Hi, welcome to this Blender video tutorial entitled Selecting Vertices. Often during the modeling process, you will find the need to select, move, rotate, or scale an object's vertices. To demonstrate this process, I have placed a cube object and a plane object in my Blender scene. I'll select the cube object and tab into Edit mode. When an object is first added to the scene and you tab into Edit mode, Blender by default places the object in Vertex Select mode and selects all of the vertices. The control button for the Vertex Select mode is located here on the 3D Editor viewport header. To begin editing, you may have to press the A key to deselect the vertices. Now I'm in solid display mode, so in Edit mode, the faces of the cube appear translucent. All of the selection methods available for selecting objects are available for selecting vertices as well. For instance, I can right-click on any of the vertices to select them. I can also hold down my Shift key and add vertices to the selection. Pressing the A key deselects the vertices. I'll switch to Front View, Numpad 1. I'll press the B key and box select these vertices. Note that the box select also selects the vertices behind the ones I've selected. I'll go back to Front View and deselect the vertices. Here I will right-click select this vertex in Front View. Note that right-clicking a vertex in orthographic view does not select the vertex behind it, as happens when I use the box select method. I will go back to Front View and deselect the vertex. There is a way to limit the selection of vertices to those that are plainly visible while in solid display mode. This control is located here in the 3D Editor viewport header and is called the Limit Selection button. By default, this button is turned off. I'll turn on the Limit Select button. Now again I will box select the right vertices. Notice that with the Limit Select button on, the box selection is limited to the front vertices. I'll go back to Front View and deselect the vertices. I'll go into Wireframe View and select the same vertices. Notice that in Wireframe View, with the Limit Selection button activated, the vertices behind the box selected vertices are still selected. The Limit Selection button only works while in solid display mode. I'll deselect the vertices and turn off the Limit Selection button. Another method for selecting vertices is using the Circle Select. To demonstrate this, I will tab out of Edit mode and select the plane object and tab back into Edit mode. With all the plane vertices selected, I'll press the Subdivide button in the 3D Editor viewport tool panel and subdivide the plane object. I'll click the Subdivide button 2 more times to create a large number of vertices. I will then deselect them. To use the Circle Select, I'll press the C key. This displays a circle that can be expanded or constrained by scrolling the center scroll wheel. To select vertices, just place the circle over the vertices and left-click. This will select any vertices that fall within the circle. You can continue to add to the selection by left-clicking again. Right-clicking escapes the Circle Select. I will deselect the vertices. If you press the C key, Circle Select, and hold your left mouse button down, you can select vertices by simply dragging the circle across the vertices. This method of selection is very useful. Right-clicking escapes the Circle Select. I will deselect the vertices, tab out of Edit mode, and select the cube object and tab back into Edit mode. Here I will select the 2 top vertices. Many of the Translate or Move options available in Object mode are also available in Edit mode. I can press the G key, grab, and move the selected vertices. Or I can use the Translate Manipulator widget to move the vertices along a particular axis. I can press the G key followed by X, Y, or Z key and constrain the movement to a particular axis. Here I'll press the G key followed by the Z key and move the vertices along the Z axis. I'll deselect the vertices. Although Blender has no single vertex primitive mesh object, it is possible to create a vertex by simply holding down your Control key and left-clicking on the 3D display. Here I will create a single vertex. With the new vertex still selected, I can continue to hold down my Control key and create additional vertices with connecting edges with each mouse click. Now if I select these two vertices and press the F key, I can create an edge. Since this is a closed group of 4 edges, I can select all 4 vertices, press the F key, and create a face. I'll go to Solid Display Mode. Note that the new face is still part of the cube object. I'll select the vertices on this face and delete them. I'll select the top 4 vertices of this cube. Many of the rotation tools available for rotating objects are also available for rotating vertices. Here I'll go to Top View, Numpad 7, and I'll rotate these vertices around the Z-axis. I will undo the rotation. Many of the scale tools available for scaling objects are also available for scaling vertices. Here I'll select these 2 bottom vertices and press the S key and scale them along the X-axis. I'll undo the scale. Here I'll select the top 4 vertices and scale them. I will undo the scale. Now all 3 of Blender's Transform Manipulator widgets are available for use when transforming vertices: the Translate, the Rotate, and the Scale.